Hey, what's up, Libra? This is your monthly forecast for the month of July 2016. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get started, I just wanted to briefly remind you guys that this is a generalized monthly horoscope for those people born under the sun, moon, or rising / ascendant sign in the sign of Libra. But we are so much more than just one sign, okay? And if you would like me to take a look at your full birth chart and interpret it for you, I would love to give you a reading. Just send me an email. My email address is down below in the description box, and I will reply and let you know how you can schedule and pay for a reading with myself. Also, I posted a link down below of where you can go to pull up your free birth chart, and the websites can interpret it for you as well, but they don't have the intuition that an astrologer has. So if you would like to pull up your free birth chart, you can definitely do that and try to understand a little bit more about the other signs that make up you as a unique individual. All right, now on to your July forecast. First of all, don't mind my hair is doing some weird, funky thing today, okay? But anyways, Libra, this month of July is really, really super big and important for you for a few reasons. This is going to be a month where you are going to stake your claim in the world as far as being seen and known, what you are going to be known for, how you're going to be recognized. You're going to get a lot of public recognition this month. And also an opportunity to really network with people and expand your networks if that's something that you're interested in. On the mundane side, it's just a time to be super extra popular, which I'm sure my Libras won't mind. So let me break down the energy of the month in detail for you and let you know why this is. So for Libra, 10 signs from Libra, counting your own sign, Libra, as the first sign, okay? 10 signs away is Cancer. So whenever it's Cancer season, your 10th house is highlighted. What the 10th house represents is social status, social standing, your place in the world, your mark in the world, how you are known and seen publicly on a broad scale, okay? It is career as well. It's also your place of authority in this world. And it can mean, you know, how you are as a parent or your relationship with parents or authority figures. So we have the sun in Cancer in your 10th house until the 22nd of July. Wherever the sun is at, you know, the sun, obviously, when you look up, it's big and bright. It shines light everywhere so you can see everything so clearly, right? So you're going to be seeing everything in regards to your career and your social status and everything like that in a more clearer light. So this can mean you take a look around you and see what have you accomplished thus far in your life. Have you really gotten to the point of where you know who you are as far as how you're going to make your mark in the world? That means for a lot of people, career. Have you established a career yet? What are you doing currently in the career that you have? Is it gratifying for you? Are you satisfied with it? So you're going to be really looking at these things in a clearer light. And they're going to come more into focus for you. Now, in return, wherever the sun shines, also people in that area of life can be looking at you a little more. The spotlight can turn onto you and they see you more bright and clear. So that means if you are employed somewhere to where you count it as your career, your authority figures and higher ups are going to be really looking at you, really looking at what you accomplished, what you haven't accomplished. You know, are you worthy of maybe a promotion or advancement in this career of yours? So those are some things that are really going to have an emphasis on them this month. If you have been doing well in career, there is some supporting energy for you there by Venus. Venus will be in your 10th house until the 12th of July. So wherever Venus travels, she softens the area, okay? She softens the vibe of the area. So she also brings blessings as far as financial blessings, because Venus represents money, things of monetary value, the material world. So she can help you to get a promotion, or she can be represented by a female figure or a feminine figure within the career sphere that really helps you out to give you a boost in career. Maybe if your boss is female or feminine, it doesn't matter if they're male or female, or if you are working in a field that is Venus based, like you know, something in the arts, something creative, music, I mean, anything creative is Venusian, right? So it can be a person who's also very Venusian who gives you a boost and helps put you out there into the spotlight. It can be, like I said, a female or a male, it doesn't matter, but somebody will definitely help you and be embodying that Venus energy to help push you, higher up in career. I wanted to know like a good time to ask for a raise or try to advance and get promoted. This is definitely the time, Libras. So Mercury is hanging out in Cancer in your 10th house of career until the 13th of July. So this is even more energy here that is helping to push you up there out into the world. And wherever Mercury travels, he is very talkative and always keeps your mind busy because it's a busybody energy. So you're going to be definitely talking a lot more about your status in the world. And it's also your rational, logical thinking. So you're going to be thinking about those things a lot more too. And like I said, wherever Mercury is, you're going to be a busybody. So it could be that you get a promotion, you get seen more in a public light, and that causes you to be even more busier, like super duper busy during the first part of the month. Also, I forgot to mention, wherever Venus travels, this is where you can find love more likely. If you're open to relationships, you can meet someone. So maybe you can meet someone and the relationship is very public in the public eye, or maybe you can meet someone within your career sphere, like maybe fall in love with like a boss figure or a mentor figure. That's definitely possible if you're open to it during this time. But also remember the 10th house, like I said, it is like a parental and authority type of energy. So if you are in a position of authority, this is definitely your time to shine and put your foot down and say, respect my authority. But if not, if you're just a general, regular old Joe Schmo person in the workplace, you may feel a little bit more like bossy. Okay, just being honest, you might act a little more bossier to everybody and just feel like, hey, I'm the head honcho here. Everybody needs to respect me, and I'm going to put the smack down if they don't. So you are going to be feeling like that. Just a fair warning to not abuse that power, okay? But definitely use it to your advantage to get yourself out there and higher up and promoted in your career. So on July 4th, there is a new moon in Cancer, and this is in your 10th house as well. So the new moon is when the sun and moon come together, and the sun is a paternal type of energy, the moon is a maternal type of energy. They birth something new. That can mean though that something old has to be cleared away in order for new to be welcomed in. And this is also especially true because the sun and moon, the new moon, are going to be opposite of Pluto. And Pluto is an energy of great transformation. Pluto can really wipe some things out of your life, like big time, like just pluck them out of your life and throw them, bam, gone forever, So if there's anything that's no longer serving you as far as your career, then this is definitely the time where it may be wiped away out of your life to welcome brand new. And I don't want my Libras to be paranoid and say, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my job. But you know what? If something like that happens, just remember, it's pushing you into a different direction for the better, okay? So just take that transformation as something that is necessary in your life. Now, this could also mean that there could be a power struggle within the home because Pluto is down there at the root, at the base of your chart, home and family. So you can have all this career energy going on. Hey, I'm all about my career is popping right now. But down there below, on the opposite end with your home life, your family could be like, what about us? What about us? Or maybe you're establishing like a position of power in the world, but then in the home, it's like there's power struggles between you and your partner, your husband, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. They might be like, hey, you might be the head honcho at work, but at home, remember, we're still a team here. You can't just come around butting your head against everybody else's head and saying, do what I say. So this is just a couple of scenarios that can happen, but definitely look forward to the new moon. Make sure that you are manifesting positivity into your life and career with this new moon. So all of this 10th house energy starts shifting towards the middle of the month to your 11th house. The 11th house rules groups and like-minded people, like-minded friends that you have. It's also networking, like social media networking is also ruled by the 11th house. It's ruled by also the 5th house and the 7th as well. But the 11th house is like the internet, like people all over the world contacting you and connecting with you, and you guys networking together on a common ground because you guys share a common interest of some sort. So the reason why this area is highlighted is because Venus goes there on the 12th into Leo, which is your 11th house. And Venus in the 11th house is excellent beneficial energy for networking. Networking. If you're a business Libra, then this is the time where you can connect and make more friends, make more acquaintances, business contacts, whatever. So make sure you're out there, like even out there meaning on the internet out there, not necessarily in person, but yeah, in person too. If you're a business person, this is the time. Make those business cards, start handing them out, start handing out flyers, advertising. This can also just be a time where if you're not really a business person, you're just hanging out in groups of friends a lot more. You know, your friends might be contacting you more, whether if it is in person or to talk on the phone. Your friends, you're going to be in high demand with them. Or you will feel like initiating maybe some group activities with your friends. Go shopping with your girlfriends or go and do some activities with your guys, you know. So that's Venus in the 11th. And also remember, Venus represents relationships and partnerships and where you can meet a love interest. So if you're open to relationships, you may find love within a friendship. Or if you're not interested in that, maybe a friend can introduce you to someone. Or when you're hanging out in a group of friends, looking good, laughing, ha 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 ha, somebody catches your eye or you catch their eye, and you never know, something may develop from there. So Mercury moves into Leo, which is your 11th house, on the 13th of July. Wherever Mercury travels, talk, busy, right? So you're going to be busy chopping it up, talking to people online, on social networking, to friends. You know, you're really going to be busy. But remember also, if you are a working or business-oriented Libra, great time to network, and advertise. With the sun here, sun moves here on the 22nd, and it's going to be here until mid to late August. You know, like I said, the sun is going to really highlight your friendships and your groups that you belong to. So even this can even be like you see a friendship more clearly that is not good for you anymore, and you know, decide to do what you do with that situation. It can also mean you see a group that you're in, maybe even a Facebook group, you know, an online group, and maybe you find out that you guys don't have as many things in common as you thought, or they may, you know, go in a direction that is different from where you want to go, so you separate yourself from that. So it can be that, but also on the positive, it can be just joining new groups, making new friends, but just really taking a clearer and closer look at who you are networking with and who you are talking to and who you're friends with, definitely. The 11th house is also an energy that's pretty quirky, so your quirky side may come out a little bit more, which can be fun. If you're an eccentric Libra, maybe you may want to dress a little differently. Maybe you might want to change your appearance, color your hair, get a piercing, get a tattoo, wear a different style of clothing, and just kind of feel a little bit like, I don't want to go with the rest of the sheep and be a follower anymore. I want to do my own thing. So that's something to look forward to if you're an eccentric Libra. So Mars is finally going forward in the sign of Scorpio. This is your second house of earned income. So my Libras, if you are really trying to advance in career and in business, this is the time where Mars, which rules your drive, your energy, your action, you're going to be taking those actions towards earning more money, which the second house rules. So Scorpio, where your second house is and where Mars is an energy itself of money, of accumulating money and finances and wealth, and being very protective over it, you know. But this also can mean like partnering up with another business or other people to gather together to earn money. So you're really going to be more driven. The actions that you were trying to take when Mars was retrograde in the month of June, they may be revisited again to finally start seeing like the fruits of your labor happen, the fruits of your hard work start paying off. So remember, this is a time to go after that second job, that other source of earned income. If you are in a creative field and you want to turn it into a business, this is the time, Libra, especially with your 10th house highly highlighted at the same time. There is a full moon in the sign of Capricorn on the 19th of July. This is at 27 degrees Capricorn. And this is making a square aspect, which presents challenges, but challenges promote growth. Keep that in mind. And to Uranus, it's aspecting Uranus in this angle. Uranus is hanging out in Aries, which is your opposite sign, so that's your 7th house. So we've got full moon, which brings things to a close or to a final decision, aspecting Uranus, which is sudden changes, sudden events in your house of relationships. So we got home and family, comfort, security, and relationships challenging each other with this full moon. So there can be a situation at home, because you've been so career focused. Maybe things come to a head at home where your family is like, you know what, Libra, you're not spending much time with us. We understand you're popular and everything, and you're all, successful and everything, but what about your family? And maybe you're married or partnered and have a family. So Uranus is hanging out in your relationship house. That person may be like, what about me? You're forgetting about me. You're over here all popular and successful, but you're forgetting about a relationship. They may decide to suddenly break things off. That's a possibility, just being honest. Or maybe they just give you an ultimatum that's like, you know what? We have our home and family life and our relationship to take care of, Libra. So don't leave us hanging. Make sure you balance everything out. And Libras, you guys are the scales, all about balancing, right? So make sure you balance everything out to keep your home life happy, keep your relationship happy, but still be successful. So that is definitely going to be a challenge presented with the full moon. But the good news is, the full moon brings things to a decision. It's like things arise and arise and arise, because remember, the moon pulls the tides of the ocean, and it can rock the ocean a lot, but and the moon represents emotions, and this is an emotional house. So it could be like the tides are building. Something resolves or comes to a final conclusion, and then the tides can go back down again low and be smooth sailing again. So remember, that's the full moon on the 19th of July. All right, so last but not least, what I'm going to do is something new. I'm going to pull a card from my Angel Tarot deck and ask the angels, what is the most important message for Libra during the month of July? What do you guys mainly need to focus on, or what's just something that is a message that I need to give to you guys to make sure that you remember that for this month? So let me go shuffle and I'll be right back. All right, Libra, so after much shuffling and asking angels for guidance, I pulled this card for you guys. Unity! Haha! So this is the Unity card. It's the number 5, which represents change. There's little bubbles on the card that represent different spiritual beliefs. But really, what this card says to me is to connect with like-minded individuals, which it also says on the card. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now, this card really, really goes along with the messages of the 10th house being highlighted. The 10th house is associated with the same energy as Capricorn. The 10th house and Capricorn are all about tradition, doing things the traditional, tried and true way. It's also about achievement, so that's why I talk so much about that with the 10th house. But it is all about the traditional. And the 11th house is the same energy as the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about change, doing things differently than they were done in the past, getting rid of traditions that no longer really apply to us as individuals. It's about being an individual. But at the same time that you're an individual, you find a group of like-minded individuals who respect your individuality. You see why Aquarius and the 11th house energy are so complicated for people to understand. So what this tells me is definitely unite with like-minded groups of people. And that will help you to find yourself a little bit more, as oddly as it sounds, to find yourself through other people. But Libra, you're a sign that really likes to connect with other people. You as an energy yourself are one of the ones that really find yourself through other people anyway, you know. So this is a time to really do that. Connect with like-minded people. It can be people that are spiritual, if that's something you're into. Even if it's not spiritual, it could be just like you guys have like-minded interests, you know. So this helps you to feel like less of a weirdo, like less of the one that is the oddball, the black sheep. So this is definitely a time, and also it's about making a decision of whether or not you want to continue on a traditional path, whether you still believe in the traditional, or whether or not you want to just change your whole life and do something completely different on a different path that is unexpected. So that's the unity card for you guys this month. Well, Libras, I really hope that you enjoyed your forecast for July. I hope it was insightful and helpful in any way possible. Don't forget to shoot me an email if you would like a personalized reading where I can take a look at your birth chart and give some interpretation and some answers and clarity to you. I love doing that. So shoot me an email, all right? Well, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys in the month of August. Enjoy your month. Peace.